You may have heard that recently, basically every YouTube content creator with over 100,000 subscribers received an email from YouTube Creator Support, letting them know that YouTube would be updating their terms of eligibility for who gets to have a little checkmark next to their name. It used to be that if you had more than 100,000 subscribers, you could just have a little checkmark next to your name to let people know that you are the person that you say you are in your username. But YouTube were changing this so that only people of note and big brands could have verified accounts, emailing creators to let them know their checkmark was going to be taken away. I'm actually one of the few content creators I know of that didn't get one of these emails. I can only assume that's because I'm so famous and important. But for those lowly, lesser creators than my glorious noble self, this could have been kind of a blow. I mean, there's nothing huge, but something that they've earned is being taken away, that little tick. This is also a system that I personally found kind of useful. If I was looking through my comments section and I saw a comment from a user with a tick mark next to their name, I might check them out to see what they do and see if maybe we have compatible styles of content and could potentially work together in the future. This isn't my hand, by the way. There was actually someone crouched down next to me as I was filming this. But YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, decided to take this away and reserve it only for celebrities and brands. But then, after hearing the outcry from many creators who are unhappy with this, YouTube went back on this decision, allowing smaller creators such as myself, but not myself for some reason, to keep our verification ticks. Fuck, now I can't lord that over people when I'm the only one with a chat. That's nice, isn't it? YouTube listened. Now all we have to deal with is the rest of the shit they do. So, after filming that intro, I found out that all creators who were verified were supposed to get emails about the change in policy, not just the ones who were losing their eligibility for verification. And if you were staying verified, you were supposed to get an email to tell you about this. And I haven't received anything from them, so apparently not only am I not so amazingly important that I get to keep my verification tick, I'm so unimportant that they can't even be fucking bothered to tell me the things that they're telling everyone else about. But speaking of the rest of the shit that YouTube does, if you're not a creator, you probably don't know about YouTube Studio Beta. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the guy I've got down there doing all my hand motions for me. Are you alright down there, buddy?
My home is destroyed, my people wiped out, my family dead. I am the only survivor of their atrocity. Every day that passes is a knife plunged into my soul, and it will continue to be so until those who wronged me are forced to feel the pain they have put me through. I will have my revenge, even if it kills me.
Okay, but speaking of the rest of the shit that YouTube does, if you're not a creator, you probably don't know about YouTube Studio Beta. That was one of the weirder jokes I've done, isn't it? I hope it was funny. I got Mauler to voice my hand person. But speaking of the rest of the shit that YouTube does, if you're not a creator, you probably don't know about YouTube Studio Beta, but if you are, you fucking do. This thing has been the bane of my existence since they introduced it. Currently, you can still use the older YouTube dashboard, which is what I've been using, or at least it's what I've been trying to fucking use. YouTube is letting people use the older YouTube dashboard in theory, but it doesn't know how to take no for an answer when someone tells it they don't want to use the beta. Let me show you. Okay, so let's go to the YouTube dashboard. YouTube Studio Beta is the default. Not sure why, since I've set my default to YouTube dashboard like more than once, but YouTube keeps deciding it knows better, I guess. So we go to YouTube Studio Beta, and let's go back to YouTube Studio Classic, because there is a button to do that. Skip this bit where YouTube is like, why are you leaving us? Because I filled it in countless times already. And now we're back on the old YouTube dashboard. Let's try using it for some kind of incredibly simple and basic task, like, oh, I don't know, using the search bar in the comment section to search for a specific keyword in my comments. It shouldn't be too hard, right? You know, to search for comment, you go into your comments, you go where it says search comments, nice and very clearly labeled there, and you type in the thing you want to search for. Let's search for pee-pee poo-poo. Oh! It's just taken me back to the YouTube Studio Beta. I mean, it's not even fucking searching for the thing that I want to look for. You've just taken me to the comments page of Studio Beta. Ah. Why are you pretending to let me use the old system, right? If everything I try to do on it You're just gonna redirect me to the new system. That's not letting me use the old system. That's going, here's the old system. No, just kidding. And it's a beta. By definition, it isn't ready. So why are you making me fucking use it, you bananas? You bananas. Great. YouTube is actually so eager to get people to try out this new system that in the past, when I've signed into accounts of mine that don't have any content, instead of keeping me on the page I was on before, or even taking me to the YouTube homepage, it takes me directly to the beta studio as soon as I sign in, so that I can check on the progress of all the videos I don't have. It seems for the 12th consecutive month I've not received any views, comments, or likes. What useful information YouTube has decided to give me in favor of taking me to literally any page I might have some kind of use for. If I want to try using the old version of YouTube analytics that are actually finished and not just a beta, whenever I go to the analytics section, it, instead of just taking me to the page I want to go to, goes, "Would you instead like to try out our unfinished beta product?" No. I've tried your unfinished beta. In my experience, it's been kind of buggy and slow. When it is working properly, it doesn't suit my needs as well. Please stop asking me this. I've answered you, like, probably at least 100 times, without exaggerating. I use this platform a lot. It's kind of my job. But, I mean, I guess at least you actually are asking me instead of just redirecting me to the page that you want me to use instead. So I guess that is a step up, at least, from just taking me there without me wanting you to, or after I changed the default YouTube Studio to the classic one, just changing it back for me. Because thanks. Sometimes it'll take me to the beta because I just refresh the page or something. Functionally, the YouTube Studio beta is a mixed bag. There are lots of things it does better than the classic version, but lots of things it doesn't do as well. In the beta, if you want to search your comment section for a specific keyword, the search bar isn't as clearly labeled. This is a small little thing, but I'm not really sure why they changed it. Before, it was more intuitive and easier to use, and now it just isn't. Because, when you actually do search for a keyword, let's, for example, search for dislike, it won't only pick out comments that have that word in them. It will also pick you out comments that it just thinks you might also be interested in. So when I search for the word dislike, not only does it show me comments that have the word dislike in them, it also shows me comments that have the word hate in them. This isn't an inherently bad change. If you're looking for people just expressing vaguely bad feelings, it can be really useful because you only have to type in the one word, but then you get all of the things you're looking for. However, let's say that's not what you're looking for. Let's say instead you're looking for people who are talking about YouTube's like and dislike buttons, and hate is a completely irrelevant word to that. Now you have to sift through loads of irrelevant shit to find the thing that you're actually looking for. My point is that this feature is guessing what you're looking for, and that could be helpful if it guesses right, but it could hinder you if it guesses wrong. You could be looking for people who are just expressing unpleasant feelings, but you could also be looking for, I don't know, a specific comment that you remember seeing that had the word dislike in it. There's no way to turn this feature off, as far as I'm aware, which is really annoying, especially since if I was after things that had the word dislike or the word hate in it, I could just fucking search for the word hate as well. I'm fairly confident that this isn't how the old system works, but I can't go back and check because every time I try to search for something in the old system, it takes me to the new one instead of doing what I want it to. A lot of the changes I've noticed are a lot like this. It's not worse, inherently, but it's going to be a lot less convenient to do certain things and a bit more convenient to do other things. I would be very, very hesitant to say that this new system was better than the old one. But that's it. That's all I've got for you today. I know this video was a little bit on the short side, but I've got more videos coming in the very near future, and I'm going to try streaming more regularly. I'm aiming for once a week, if that's doable. I'm going to try and have a stream with guests at least once a week. Should be fun. I have one scheduled this Saturday, and after that, you should be seeing part 6 of the CinemaSins Infinity War breakdown, which it has taken me forever to actually get round to and make. But, yeah. That's it. Goodbye.